Welcome back to the channel, guys. So it's time for the update on the Rexshares funds, where they're supported by Han ETFs. So this is SEGI, FEGI and FEPI. So just starting off with SEGI, the only real update I'm going to give is just the performance numbers and the net assets and distributions, because I don't separate those out like I do for the income shares fund. So the net assets of the fund is down by 1.23 million, and the distribution rate is slightly up from last period at 20.48%. If we now look at FEGI next, a slight increase in 8.74 million, and the distribution rate has gone up ever so slightly at 0.32%. And then finally, if we look at FEPI, it's gone up the most at 3.44 million, and it has a distribution rate of 0.77. Okay, so let's start to look at the performance numbers now. FEGI, which has done the best at 1.66%, FEPI 0.66%. Now, I've added the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq for comparison, so we can actually see both FEGI and FEPI have outperformed both the S&P and the Nasdaq in that period. The S&P was 0.06% and the Nasdaq was 0.67%. SEGI was the worst performer at negative 5.24%. So unfortunately, not great result for SEGI this period. If we look at the highlights for December, then December highlight the resilience of the Rexshares strategy. It's a mixed market environment. The broad market, the S&P 500 remained essentially flat, 0.06, and the tech-heavy Nasdaq kind of retreated, negative 0.67. So two of the Rexshares funds delivered positive returns. FEGI led the group with a strong 1.66% return, and FEPI also outperformed both major indices with a 0.66 gain, demonstrating the value of their income-based approach during a kind of a choppy tech trading era. SEGI faced continuing volatility, negative 5.2%, reflecting the broader movements in the crypto equity space. Okay, so there we go, guys. That was an update on the Rexshares funds issued by Han ETF there. Again, treat none of this as financial advice and for education purposes only. Let me know your thoughts on the performance of these funds. Do you hold them? How much of a weighting are they in your portfolio? Do you still believe in them? What's your thoughts on the 50% growth strategy element of it? I'm curious to know about your thoughts on that. Put them down in the comments for me. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one.